The NFL season is right around the corner, and every team in the NFL right now feels like they have a shot. Okay, well, maybe not every team. Sorry, Falcons. Most NFL teams right now feel like they have a shot at the playoffs. Every year we have multiple teams that make the playoffs that didn't the year before, and we have a lot of teams that made the playoffs and then miss it the following year. And there are also those teams that seemingly come out of nowhere. Don't tell me that you thought the Bengals were getting to the Super Bowl last year. No, you didn't. No one did.
Nobody thought that.
I'm willing to say this with some confidence. The Arizona Cardinals will not make the playoffs this year. Now let me explain. The Cardinals have had one of the noisiest off seasons. They trade for Hollywood Brown at the NFL draft, and you're thinking, okay, building something here. Then bam.
Breaking news just into the NFL Network newsroom. Arizona Cardinals wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins has been suspended 6 games for violating the NFL's performance-enhancing drug policy.
Of those 6 games that DeAndre Hopkins is going to miss, they play Kansas City, the Raiders, and the Rams. Cardinals could easily start out the season 2-4 with their schedule. And the bright spot of the offseason, bringing in Hollywood Brown, that's pretty short-lived because then he gets arrested for criminal speeding charges. Then there's this Kyler Murray contract thing. They kind of told him that they don't trust him to do the work. And they can now come out and say that they do. And Kyler can get mad at the media.
It's disrespectful, and it's almost a joke, you know. To me, I'm flattered. You know, I'm honestly flattered that y'all think that at my size I can go out there and not prepare for the game.
Still don't quite understand that. They can take that part out of his contract, but it was still there. You can tell people that you trust your significant other, but if you're asking them to go through their phone every night to make sure that they're still faithful, you probably don't trust them. Actions speak louder than words. And the Cardinals' actions of putting that in their contract spoke more than their words of saying, oh no, we trust him, we know he's going to work. Look, the Cardinals don't trust Kyler Murray to do the work. Own it. You want to know when I made this decision about the Cardinals not making the playoffs? I was watching Hard Knocks, and at the end, pops up, the Arizona Cardinals are the in-season Hard Knocks team. Cameras surrounding a team never works out good for them. I mean, the Colts were rolling last year and then hit a wall, lost to the Jaguars in the last game of the season, missed the playoffs. Cameras, in-season Hard Knocks. There has been one team that has done well when the cameras are around, and that's the 2015 Arizona Cardinals with Carson Palmer, Bruce Arians, and Larry Fitzgerald. They got to an NFC Championship game when Amazon's All or Nothing was filming their season. But that's pretty much it. Amazon's All or Nothing's done. The Eagles had a terrible year. The Cowboys had a terrible year. Last year, the Colts fell off the wagon. I have been doing media for years now. And there are typically 2 types of people when you have a camera in front of them. Number 1, the person who tries to show out for the camera. They're a little bit different than what they usually are. Second kind of person is the person that avoids it, like the plague. 90% of the time, when you put a camera in front of somebody, they're different. And this isn't even to mention that they are probably in the second hardest division in the NFL. The Rams just won a Super Bowl, and they're bringing back almost their entire roster, and they added an elite weapon in Allen Robinson. The 49ers roster is one of the best in the league. Have questions at quarterback, but that team's still going to be really good. Just so happens that the Cardinals this year have to play the AFC West, which is the best division in football. They got to play Kansas City, Denver, the LA Chargers, and the Raiders. We see it every single year. Teams that make the playoffs have expectations and don't reach it the next year. I think this year, the Arizona Cardinals missed the playoffs. Let me know who you think is a team that's going to miss the playoff this year after making it last year in the comments section below. And also be sure to hit that subscribe button